to a new video, and I just want to talk about why it's better for you as a comic artist to self-publish. That's what I gotta talk about today. And one thing I'll say is, first I'll say is, I'm trying to be more active on this channel. I know I need to be more active. I need to be more active, but I've been busy a lot, and I know that's not an excuse. But yeah, I really want to grow this platform. So my fault for being inactive. The last video I put out was in July, but for this video, I'm talking about why it's better for you as a comic artist to self-publish. And the main reason why is because self-publishing gives you the freedom to tell your story the way you want to tell it, right? You don't have an editor breathing down your neck telling you what to change and what to change in your story, how you should write your characters, how you should draw this and that, and how long your story should go on for. When you sign a contract with a publisher like Webtoon or Viz Originals or any other comic establishment, when you sign a contract with them, they basically own the rights to your story now. And if you're passionate about your comic, if you are passionate about the story that you're trying to tell, that can really hurt. That can hurt your, basically, the potential of that comic. And the reason I say that is because the publisher isn't really looking to, I guess, serve you as the creator. They're looking to serve themselves. When you sign with the publisher, it's all about how much fame you can, how much followers you can bring to the platform. It's a business at the end of the day. And the publisher does not have the same vision as you. They don't have the same vision as you. They don't have the same message that you want to tell in your story, right? All they're looking at is profit. That's all they're looking at. If a particular genre is more popular than the genre that you're trying to go into with your comic, they might more likely want you to go into that more popular genre. Like, for example, in originals, the romance genre is more popular on Webtoon. I mean, if you've been reading Webtoons for years, that's obvious. But the thing is, a story like mine, that's action adventure. My story is called Aurea. This is an action story, but there will be elements of romance in it later on in the future. But this is an action story, and most action stories on Webtoon don't really do quite well. Well, somebody might ask, then why is it on Webtoon? See, there is an audience for action on Webtoon. In fact, my style is more suited for Webtoon. But the thing is, there is a large audience for action on Webtoon, but there's like a bigger audience on Webtoon for romance. And bro, I'm not making no romance story, bro. let's just make that. Let's just keep that clear. I mean, there will be romance in this series, but this is not primarily a romance series. No. This is an action fantasy story. You see, if I were to have to sign a contract, let's say one day Webtoon gives me a contract to make this, to put this comic in originals, right? They would have full control. They would have full control, and they can decide to change whatever they want to change in it. And I don't have time for that. You know, I don't got time for that. I don't have time for that. I have a message that I want to portray in the story. I have a vision for where I want the story to go. And if I were to sign a contract with Webtoon, it's like I'm relinquishing all those, I'm giving away all those, basically I'm giving away control of this story to them, and I'm not about to do that. No. I really love this story, and I've been planning this story for a very long time, and it's best for it to just be self-published. Because I want full control over the story. I don't want to have to change things. I don't want to have to change things that I don't want changed. I don't want to have to remove things that I don't want removed. I don't want to have to add things that I would have to add, you know? And the biggest thing is, I plan for this story to be at least 8 seasons. I plan for this story to be 8 seasons long. 8 seasons. Or I plan for it to be 8 seasons. Webtoon, if I were to sign with Webtoon, they might only allow 3 or 4, maybe even 2. You see? So, because a lot of Webtoons have been getting canceled. A lot of Webtoons have been getting canceled over the years. I'm gonna pull up one right now. It's called Shogun. Yeah, this one right here. This one just got canceled. I mean, it's gonna have a season 2, but the creator came out and said that it was canceled. It was simply canceled because they couldn't come up with, I guess they couldn't see eye to eye, and basically the creator wanted to do different things, and Webtoon wanted to do, they had a whole different agenda than what the creator wanted. So when you sign on with an establishment, when you sign on with a publisher, you're giving them full control. That's what you're doing. And if at all you're gonna sign with a publisher, it's better if it's a series that you're not really that passionate about. But then at the same time, why would you work on something you're not passionate about? Right. Right. Why would you want to work on a series you're not passionate about? It's best for you to self-publish your comic and work on a series that you are passionate about. But if you're passionate about that, if you're passionate about your story, it's better for you to self-publish it. Why? Because you have the freedom to tell the story that you envision it in your mind, in your heart. I believe that as a comic artist, you should have a story. You should have not just a story, but you should have a message. You should have something you're trying to say in your story. You should have some form of message you're trying to portray to your readers. And your characters are the instruments to what you use in your story to portray that message. You know, you take your life experiences, everything you've learned in your life, and you have your characters portray that in your story, right? And then your readers, the people who read your comic, are gonna somewhat learn through those characters what you have learned throughout your lifetime in the story you're trying to tell, right? So that's just the point I want to make. That's just the point I want to make. When you're self-publishing, you're able to fully tell the story that you have on your heart very clearly and concisely. You're not having anyone tell you what to change. I mean, unless you hire an editor. But even then, if you're self-publishing, you have the free will to follow that editor's advice or not. But when you're self-publishing, you have the freedom to do what you really want to do. And when you sign a contract with a publisher, you give up that freedom, right? You give up that freedom, and you don't want to give up that freedom because you don't know what the publisher might tell you to do, right? The publisher might even tell you later down the line, like, to might cancel your series, even though you wanted to go on further, because they don't see any profit from your series. They just decide to cancel it, and you don't want that, especially if it's a series you're passionate about. But one thing that kind of makes me disappointed is just how some people, they just it's like they're desperate to get published. And I'm going to go to the manga side of this. This is no shade to him. I'm not coming at him. But if anybody knows who this person is, Pen, right? Pen. He's a manga artist, right? And I really like his art. I do. His storytelling out, I haven't really read much of his. I might even go through Cave King, but Cave King is his manga series. But you see, I mean, he abandoned. Damn, I just dropped something. But yeah, Pen, he basically abandoned Cave King, and man, this series could have been so big if he had just capitalized, if he had just focused on this one series. While he also did, I know he's doing Just a Goblin for Webtoon. Let's say he did that with Cave King. He would have, man, I'm pretty sure he would be much bigger than he is right now. But the thing is, he's been working on one shots for Viz Originals. He's been working on one shots for Viz Originals, and I guess he wants to get a series serialized with Viz Originals. I don't know, cause I mean, he's made several one shots, bro. I don't know how many, but he's made a lot of one shots for Viz Originals, and it's like, man, like, I understand that you are trying to get picked up by them, but is that at the end of the day, first of all, what's his name? Hasashi. He was one of the editors for Weekly Shonen Jump. He said he doesn't want to serialize any series. He just wants to publish one shots. That's what he said. And I don't know what Pen is really trying to do, or what he's trying to get at, but it's kind of like, it's like, bro, you gotta realize that these companies, they're not trying to really serialize anybody. I think Inupen, the best thing for him to do, yes, he should still do Just a Goblin because that's how he makes his money. But he really should just go back to Cave King and just leave Viz originals alone. Leave like the whole dream of being serialized. I think because the reason why I'm saying that is because these publishers, they know a lot of people want to get their manga published. They want to become they want to become the next Oda, the next Kishimoto. They want to blow up as a very famous manga artist. And it's like, man, like they just creating one shot after one shot after one shot after one shot after one shot, and it's like, bro, are there is Viz originals really trying to serialize these these one shots? Are they really trying to do that? Because I mean, y'all just doing one shot after one shot, and I'm just like, man, just one shot after one shot. And don't get me wrong, one shots are good. But at what point are you gonna say, okay, let's start serializing some series? But they have not serialized anything. Then why even make a one shot, bro? Why even? I mean, why not? Okay, why make a one shot and then submit it to Viz, only for it to not go anywhere? Right. And it makes it seem as if you're kind of desperate to be published by them, which is kind of pathetic. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to my next point, bro, of why I believe self-publishing is the best thing to do right now. It's just, I talked about how Webtoon cancels series, also Shonen Jump. Cause here's another thing. A lot of these Japanese manga publishers, they want to start recruiting foreign artists to get published, to get serialized in Japan, right? It's not just Shonen Jump, it's also Kodansha right here. They made this Kodansha Manga Academy. You see, here's the thing, I'm not saying anyone shouldn't participate. If you want to go ahead, my thing is if let's say you do get a serialization, if it's not popular, they will cancel it. Yeah. Kodansha, Shueisha, it don't matter. If your series is not popular, they will cancel it. Simple as that. I'm not saying it's not worth it to try, but at the same time, I mean, even Coffee Comics, I'm cool with him. He says it's a dungeon. Shueisha's a dungeon. Kodansha's a dungeon. My thing is, like, it's kind of it's kind of sad how like you can work pour your blood, sweat, and tears into a manga, or in my case a webtoon, only for it to get canceled just because it's not popular. And it's like, bro, you at some point you gotta realize, because it's happened to so many creators, right, that have gotten series canceled. You gotta realize, do these companies are they really trying? Are they really for the artists, or are they just for profit? Cause even look at this series right here, Order of the Flame, bro. I've been looking on Reddit, reading Reddit posts. They said I've been they've been saying how Order of the Flame is on the back of the magazine or Shonen Jump, and guess what that means? If a series is on the back, it's at the back of the magazine, a weekly Shonen Jump, that means it's on its way out. It's about to get canceled because that means the people in Japan, they're not really rocking with it. They're not really uh they're not really reading. They're not really putting much interest into that series. And the author Yuki Kawaguchi, this is the second series in Jump. I mean, man, I've read a couple chapters of Order of the Flame, and it's like, where's the message you're trying to tell? You know, it like really think about it. Are you really trying to be? Do you really love the craft of making manga, making comics, making webtoons, or are you just trying to be famous? Right? Right. Because if you have a story to tell and you have a message, right? It should not matter where you put the comic. It should not matter if it's whether it's through a publisher or through or whether you put it online yourself. But the thing is, like I get the idea, like, okay, you submit it to a publisher and that might bring more exposure. But like I said in my previous point, these companies are for profits. They are trying to make sales, they are trying to make money. That is what is on their mind. They do not care about your message. They don't care. They do not care about the characters. They do not care about what you're trying to say. All they care about is your series making profit? Is your series bringing in more viewership? That's what they're looking at. That's what Webtoon is looking at. That's what Shonen Jump, Shonen Jump, Kodansha, any publisher. I mean, yeah, they have editors where like, they have editors that will try and help you write a good story. I understand that. I mean, okay, even if, yeah, okay, I guess with mangas it's a bit different with than from webtoons because the editors, they do want to make sure like you're writing a good story, that you're writing a story that does resonate with people, that has a message. But the thing is, regardless of whether it has a message or not, if your story is not popular, if it's not making sales, if it's not popular, they will cancel it. And it's just not. It's like, bro, it's a business at the end of the day. So if it's a story that you're very passionate about, why gamble it away by submitting it to a publisher when you can just self-publish it? Right. Because again, the publishers, all they care about is profit. All they care. Yes, they might help you. They might want you to write a good story that's engaging. They might want you to write characters that have development. They might want you to write a good story that really captivates the readers that you have. But at the end of the day, it's profit for them. That's why Shonen Jump just cancels so many series. I'm not saying to not chase the dream of getting published, but it's like, if if at all you want to get published, it's better to publish a story. Get a story published that I guess it isn't the most like it's a comic that you're not the most passionate about, but at the same time, why work on something you're not passionate about? Right. Right. And the thing is, if at all you're gonna go with a publisher, it has to be a publisher that really cares about your vision. That really cares about your vision, that cares about the characters, that cares about what message you're trying to portray in your story. Not just a publisher that's just looking for profit, but at the same time, it's like all of them are like that. They all of them are almost all of them are just want to make profit, and it's just sad. It's just sad, you know. I feel like as a comic artist, if you really love your characters, if you really love the story that you're trying to tell, if you really love the comic that you're creating, I think the best thing to do is self-publish. In this day and age, it's better to self-publish. And if you do want to have your name out there, that's why there's YouTube. That's why there's Instagram. That's why there's Twitter/X. That's why you gotta put yourself out there. You shouldn't have to depend on an establishment to promote you. And even if you do go to an establishment, they don't really. I'm gonna use Ruthless Render, right, by Didi Mark. Dark Horse doesn't really push Ruthless Render like that. I don't think so. No. I don't know what Didi Mark is doing right now. I have no idea. And I think he's another one. Another one of them that's trying to get accepted by all these. It's like, man, why are you trying to get accepted by these publishers? Just work on your craft, work on your story, work on your comic, and put it out there yourself. Stop trying to get published. Stop. This is why I respect people. Okay, people can say whatever they want to say about this man, but this is why I respect Coffee Comics, man. This is why I respect Coffee Comics. This is why I respect Coffee Comics, bro. Because he loves the craft. This man loves the craft. Look, people can say whatever they want. People can say whatever they want to say about Coffee. That he's mean. He's too angry. He says, but bro, I don't care. I respect Coffee Comics, bro. I really do, because it's like he really loves the craft. Is he trying to get accepted by Viz? No. Is he still trying to go to Japan? And no. This man made his own. Well, he did go with on Sugo, but bro, look at on Sugo now. On Sugo, I wanted to check out some of the stuff on Sugo, right? On Sugo, the website is not even working, and I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, come on, man. But then look, Coffee went and he left on Sugo and started his own publishing thing, right? Coffee Originals. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. Bro, like I said, people can say whatever they want. Oh, he's blah blah blah, man, whatever. I respect Coffee because this man does not like bow down to these publishers, man. He's like, nah, I'm gonna create something of my own and put it out there. And he's one of the people. He's one of the people that inspires me to keep going. I've been making art and comics for a very long time, since middle school, elementary. But I mean, yeah, he did review the first two episodes of Aurea. Oh, that's one thing I'll say is I won't start over, but I will go back and revamp those episodes that he did review. I plan to do that probably when I finish season one probably after I finish season one. But like I said, I really respect Coffee because he really knows how to make things work the way he wants to. Like in the realm of manga or mana, he's making mana. Let's not call it manga. It's mana. That's what he's trying to. He's not bowing down to these publishers. He's not. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not trying to get Bloody Hill picked up by Viz. Nah. He said I'm gonna do it myself and put it out there. And that's what I think every other creator should do. And that's another thing. When if you're gonna self-publish, make sure you are putting yourself to the standard that a publisher would. Make sure your art is good, bro. Your art, I mean, I know in my previous video I said your art should be decent. It doesn't need to be the best. It doesn't need to be the most professional. I mean, it doesn't need to be the most professional, but it should still look good. Like you should know how to draw anatomy, bro. You should know anatomy. You should know perspective. All these different art fundamentals. You should know that. And it doesn't need to be perfect, but it needs to be appealing. So I'm not saying just draw crap and put crap out there. No. Like, you need to hold yourself to the same standards as a publisher would. And one thing I'll also say is just have a plan of how frequent you're going to publish, because even that's what I need to work on. Right now, I'm working on a buffer. I'm trying to create like a buffer of episodes, at least about 12 episodes. Once I have these 12 episodes, once I have those 12 episodes complete, then I'll start putting them out. I want to bring back Aurea. It's on hiatus right now, but I want to bring it back mid 2026, probably in the summer. We'll see. I'm just working on storyboards right now, but once I've finished these storyboards, I'm gonna go back to working on the comic itself. So, but that's all I gotta say in this video. If you haven't already, go read Aurea. It's my series. I'm working on it right now. And yeah, see you on the next one.